Okay. Hi everyone. So welcome to Ellen and Martin's podcast on our scoliosis journeys. So we're going to talk a bit about why we joined as reps and a bit about our background to sort of introduce ourselves and explain a little bit about what we do. Okay, Martin, do you want to start introducing yourself or should I go first?
No, I could go if you like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
My name is Martin. I'm 53, and I was born with hyperscoliosis. Um, I have never had surgery, although I did ask when I was about 17, but um, it wasn't quite necessary because I have a lot of other problems at the time. So um, I'm been quite fit, um, working with horses and doing a lot of mountaineering and climbing and um, things like that just to keep myself fit and healthy. And then 2001, I had complete respiratory failure that changed everything. Um, so um, I spent 6 weeks in intensive care. And since then, I've had problems with my breathing. Um, and so I wasn't, you know, I had to stop doing all the things I did. Um, I, I've been a member of SORT since the early 80s, but not been that active until about 10 years ago when I thought I'd like to meet other people with scoliosis, particularly those who have other problems as well, other disabilities as well, like me, and not have had surgery at all. Um, I set up the first meetup in Norwich, uh, as I said, about 9 or 10 years ago, um, as an independent group, this group, and then we met um, about once every other month. Um, I had a lovely lady, Marion Whiting, who was at the time secretary of the Suffolk um, area group for Scoliosis Association, sadly no longer with us, um, which was a great support. Um, and then I became a proper rep uh, of Scoliosis Association about 7 or 8 years ago. Um, again, trying to raise awareness of scoliosis. Um, obviously, with you Alan, you try to support people on surgery, things like that, whereas I try to support people living with scoliosis that have not had surgery for one reason or another.
yeah.
Um, what about you?
Okay, so I'm Ellen. Um, I'm the other East England rep. So with my story, obviously, um, I had my first surgery when I was 17. I've had 4 surgeries in total because I'm like Martin, I've got kyphosis as well. Mine's actually kyphosis. I can't remember the exact name, but I know it's junctional kyphosis, which is where the spine starts to curve forward above the fusion. So that's why mine occurred. When I was first diagnosed, I just had the scoliosis, and it was later on that I was diagnosed with kyphosis as well. I joined as a rep 2.5 years ago, beginning of 2018, and the reason for this is because previously I'd been doing fundraising and raising awareness and just talking to people generally about the charity, the condition. And I approached the charity and said I wanted to do something. I wasn't sure exactly what, and they said, well, you could join as a regional rep. And I thought that really appealed to me. And actually, when I got talking to the charity, I was doing a lot of what a regional rep did anyway, so into that straight away. And over the years, I've done everything I can to raise awareness and fundraise, because obviously it's vital that we fundraise. So, but as I say, I've had the surgery, but I think it works quite well, because obviously Martin hasn't had surgery, whereas I have. So I think that's why we work really well, because we've both got different experiences with scoliosis. So I find that does work well, because if I can't answer a question, Martin can, because obviously he's living with the condition without any having any surgery, whereas I've got and had surgery, so I've got that experience. So I think that works really well. So yeah, so my sort of aim now is to keep raising awareness, and I'm really passionate about helping people have a better sort of positive body image. That's really important to me. Originally was so that I could help others, because when I was first diagnosed, it was quite a lonely time, and I didn't know anybody with the condition. I had nobody to sort of talk to, and I want others to feel they've got somebody to talk to, even if it's just exchanging emails or messages on social media. And like Martin said, it's nice that we can meet other people with different experiences, because you just never know, somebody might have tried something that you've not heard of, and it gives you sort of another path to sort of go down and try. So yeah, so that's my journey so far. And yeah, so is there
Do you experience any pain at all
Yeah, I do.
before and after,
Mm.
like even now?
Yeah, before I had the surgery, it was
I,
more a dull sort of, it was constant pain. It was different to the pain I'm experiencing now. It's, I'd say it's worse, but I think with my case it was different. I mean, some people have surgery and their pain improves. Everybody's different, aren't they? So, but in my case, I do have pain, but I still endeavour to sort of live life as best as I can. I think is the best, because that's all you can do is.
yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, that's how I look at it. It's that you I mean, it's no good looking back at or obviously I had surgery, or because I don't think it would be very good for my mental well-being. And I think I had to phrase once, well, it's no use crying over spilt milk, you know, the best that I have, and muddle through. I mean, recently, I mean, I don't have pain, and this is what I find strange, is that, I speak to a lot of people, or I hear a lot of people, like through the Facebook groups, like from you and others, that have pain, before and after surgery, but I don't have pain, not in my back. I think, is that because um, I'm so used to it that, it's not there. But, for me now, it's about maintaining what I have left, which is why I started physio stroke gym last September, with a private physio, stay mobile. And of course, Massage therapy helped me both physically and mentally. And of course, with COVID-19, that all had to stop.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll start up again soon.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the what I call the, I think the critical. I have to shield at least until the 30th of June.
Mm.
Thereafter, about July, I can go out.
Yeah.
Although they have said that at the beginning of June that we can go out, but I feel it's a bit risky still at the moment. You know,
Mm.
there's a lot of difference of opinions from the experts,
Mm.
so I'm staying put.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
um,
So yeah. So we do have completely different journeys, I think. But
mm,
as I say, if I don't know something, then I could ask you, or vice versa, and
yeah.
we have got different experiences. So if somebody got in touch that had the surgery, I could
Mhm.
sort of point them in the right direction. And I mean, obviously, I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, but I can hopefully provide some advice and some support in some way to help somebody. And because, as I say, it is a lonely time. And going back to what you said, it did affect me mentally, because they do prepare you physically for the surgery, but they don't prepare you mentally. And I don't think you realize how much it can, because with me, well, with a lot of people that have had the surgery, you have to learn to walk again, dress yourself. You know, it's silly little things that we take for granted, and it's quite a daunting time. And with any of my surgery, you know, because I'm so grateful to the NHS and the doctors that have treated me over the years. And but yeah, I mean, as I say, some people have, you know, this scoliosis and they have no pain. And you know, I don't know why that's the case, but then other people have lots of pain. It's one of them things, I think, that
mm,
they need to sort of research a bit more, and hopefully we will find out more answers. And is so important, because it would be nice to sort of know, because at the moment, I mean, mine's idiopathic scoliosis, so that's where there's no known cause,
Yeah.
and that is the most common type of scoliosis. So it would be nice to know why it occurs, and because if they
mm,
find out why it occurs, they might be able to find something that can sort of tackle it head on. And also another thing that's vital for me is getting the awareness out, because the earlier it's caught, the better, because there are more options available, like
yeah.
bracing, and that's amazing. I mean, I do know people that have had bracing and they've gone down a lot of different routes before having to have the surgery, but it's always worth trying, I think, because it
Mm,
is a massive thing to have, and it's not something to be taken lightly. Um, for definite. I mean, in
no,
my case, I didn't. Mine was caught quite late, I would say. I mean, it sounds ridiculous because I was diagnosed at 16, but if it had been caught a couple of years earlier, my story. That's another reason why I'm passionate about getting that out there. And yeah.
yeah, I've heard, you know, through the groups that we run,
Mm.
um, I've heard from a couple of people that have worn braces,
Mm.
young children,
Yeah.
and I believe that they have to wear them for about 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
thought, oh gosh, you
Yeah.
know, must build up the sweat.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, but anyway, many congratulations on winning the Isabel Gray Award. How do you
Thank you.
feel?
I still can't believe it. Um, I don't know. It it kind of doesn't feel real, and like I can't take it in still. I mean, we knew about it a while ago, and a few months back, and I still can't get my head around it. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, the other day I typed in the Isabel Gray Award into Google, and my face popped up, and I just thought, it's crazy. And it has, since being awarded it, it's been a whirlwind, because it's kind of, I don't know, my life's turned a little bit crazy, and I feel like, I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were a bit like starstruck by me, because they'd obviously read I'd won the award, and I just thought, well, I'm not a celebrity, but that's how I felt, and it was really surreal, and yeah, it was really crazy, but I'm just so honoured and privileged, because I've read stories of people that have won it previously, and to be in amongst those people that have had the award is just, it's an extremely amazing honour. And I mean, we don't do what we do to win awards, it's just we do it because we're passionate about it, and we want to help other people. So to have been given that award is just amazing, and the articles and backbone were just amazing as well, and the recognition and everything was just incredible. And yeah, I couldn't believe it. I did read, because when we got the email, I read it a few times, and I couldn't believe it. And and people are just so proud of me, and I'm proud of myself, obviously, because I do feel I've achieved a lot. And and I think we both should be proud of ourselves and what we've achieved and what we do continue to achieve. And but yeah, it's just a massive honour, and I just want to thank Sork for the honour of the award itself, and it's just amazing, it really is. What
Yeah,
about
of
you? How do
course. Yeah, I
and
mean,
congratulations to you too.
thanks. Yeah, I mean, well, it's you emailed and think you said, "Oh, have you heard about Isabel Grey Award?" I said, "No."
Mm,
I said, "Oh, have you got an email yet? Remember?" I said, "No." And of course, I checked my emails, and there it was.
mm,
Um, many congratulations. We'd like to tell you that you've won the Isabella Grey Award. But,
mm,
oh gosh,
mm,
really good. And yes, and thank you to Short
mm,
uh, for putting me forward, or putting us forward.
mm.
That's great. And hopefully, well, we will do hopefully a lot more things in the future
Yeah,
um,
definitely.
for our region. Um,
Yeah. I mean, I think for me as well with the award, it's made me want to work even harder. I don't know about for you, but it's made me want to do more.
yeah, yeah,
It's
it's sort
kind of,
of,
mm,
it's like, it actually gives me like a kick at the bum, really,
mm,
to get a bit more involved than I had been, and
mm,
like we're looking at getting up more virtual meetups,
yeah.
and of course, um, oh, shall we tell them what's coming up next week?
Well, yes, that'd be good. Yes, we've got our picnic in the garden, or living room if the weather's not good,
Yeah,
depending on, or wherever anybody's comfortable. We've got that. All the details are on the SOC page. Um, and I've also got a beauty fundraiser on Saturday evening, and say all the details. And if you want any more details, get in contact with us. You can find us. We've got
yeah,
our page, haven't we? Sork
yeah,
East Anglia, if they want to contact us via that, and we'll be happy to give any more information. But yeah, I'm really excited about those. Oh, and we've got our live drawing event as well next
yeah,
week.
yeah. Yes, we've got that on the 25th, haven't we?
We've got
Um,
that on the 25th.
so,
The details are on
um,
the Sork page as well. I'm pretty certain I saw
yeah,
it earlier when I was looking. So yeah, there's quite a lot happening. It's all a bit, but yeah, it has. I think it's worked for both of us. It's given us a bit of a kick up the bum a bit, and
yeah,
because last year, I mean, we did we had sort of plans in place, didn't we? But we kind of didn't know where to go with them. And so
No.
this year we've kind of kicked things up a gear, I'd say, and
Yeah.
we seem to be very busy with one thing and another, don't we?
Mm.
So,
Yeah. I
but
mean, one thing that we are looking at um, is a meetup specifically around mental health and scoliosis. Um, that idea came about, I think, a couple of years ago when Prince Harry and Prince William both started their heads together and started all this mental health awareness thing.
mm,
And I remember looking at some of the scoliosis groups about people mentioning mental health, and I thought, how about organising a meetup? This is a official meetup about a couple of years ago.
mm,
Um, it didn't go ahead. However, it would be great if we could try, if we can organise a virtual meetup um, around with the theme of mental health and scoliosis. And if anyone is interested, if they think it's a good idea, then get in touch with us via
mm,
the main Chalk Facebook page or the Chalk East Anglia Facebook
yeah,
page, and
yeah,
and try and set something up.
yeah. And also, I think it's important for anybody, like families of people with scoliosis as well. It's not just for people that
Yeah.
have the condition. I think it's important that family members and friends of people, they're more than welcome to join in at any of our virtual meetups as well, because I think specifically for parents of young children with the condition, it can be scary, and you don't necessarily have somebody to talk to. And I think for my mum, when I was diagnosed, I think she would have liked to have that support, or like any of my family probably would have liked that as well. So it isn't just specifically for people with the condition, it's for family members as well. So if you're concerned about anything or you want to talk about anything, then we're here all the time, and you can just send us a message. And as I say, you're more than welcome. It's a safe place to talk about it as well. And because we do have an email address as well, don't we? And that's a completely safe place for anybody that wants to write to either me or Martin. And as I say, my inbox is always open for anybody who isn't sure or is feeling maybe a bit lost and wants somebody to talk to that's maybe impartial, that's not involved, because I think that can be a big factor as well. So I just wanted to add that in as well. That is really important, because our families and friends go through it as well. I mean, I'm sure in your case as well, Martin, they must have been, going through it with you. They're going through it with you, aren't they? And it's
Yeah.
a big thing. And I don't think I talked to my family and friends that much about it. I mean, certainly don't remember doing, and I think talking is a massive thing, and it can help so much as well.
Yeah, we don't really talk about my scoliosis because it's
Mm,
part of
yeah.
me. I mean, obviously, if it was like you, it developed later in life,
Mm,
then yes, that would probably have affected the family more. But because everyone's grown up with it, it's
mm,
part of me.
yeah.
So, you know, and of course, um, the other experience I have, or I've heard that, is that scoliosis can affect um, a lot of disabled people. You know,
Mm,
there's a lot of people out there that have multiple disabilities like me, where
yeah.
scoliosis is just part of that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Um, and particularly it must be, I think it must affect them more if they're in a wheelchair
Mm,
more, like full time. I mean, when I can walk, but when I go out, I use a wheelchair because it's easier, and
Yeah,
obviously, I, if I was walking around the city, I'd get more breathless after a bit.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, definitely. But
mm,
I just think it is important that, you know, it would be nice if we could get sort of families together and they can maybe be a support network for each other and to talk about it, because I think for them even it can be
mm.
lonely. And as I
Particularly for
say,
young children,
mm,
when I think it's the first couple of years that I set up the group,
mm,
we had, I think, must have been 2 or 3 parents,
mm,
and certainly I think, do you remember when we organised Africa Alive, the trip
yeah,
to Africa Alive?
yeah,
And that was a real help, I
mm,
think, for the parents of the young
yeah,
children. That
that's good.
we got together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that would be a good, as I say, I think it is important as well, because I think I didn't really think about it that much, you know, when I was going through it, because obviously you're just thinking about the surgery and what you're having to go through. And as I say, me and my mum didn't really talk about it that much. We talked about it a little bit, but not enough. And I wish we had spoken about it more, because even now I don't really know what my mum was thinking, or what my dad was thinking, or any of my friends. I don't know what they were thinking or what they were feeling, and I just don't think we talk enough about it. And I think it's really important when we're all saying, aren't we, about mental health, talk, talk, talk. And with anything like this, it is so important. I can't stress enough how important it is to talk, because it just
Yeah.
it makes you feel better, I think, and you can
Yeah.
feel like a weight's lifted. So I think, yeah, it is definitely important. And as I say, when I was diagnosed, they didn't say anything about how it would affect me mentally. They just said about how it would be affecting me like physically. And you sort of know that it's going to affect you physically, because obviously it's a big thing to go through, but you really don't, you're not prepared for how it's going to affect you mentally. And I think it's important that people are aware of how it's going to affect them
Mm,
mentally, because they say it is a big thing to go through. And I think even if you don't have the surgery, it can affect you mentally anyway, even if you don't, because obviously it's a lifelong condition, isn't it? So yeah, I think there needs to be more. And I think when they are prepping you for anything, even if it's bracing or any sort of treatments that you go through, I think it's very important that they sit you down and say, you know, this could affect you mentally. It might not necessarily affect you mentally, because we're all different, but I think more needs to be said, and I think that's an important thing. So that's another thing that I'm passionate about as well.
um,
I'm just checking my notes down here, making sure I've covered everything. Imagine it's all squashed onto one page. So I think, was there anything else you wanted to add?
no, I think that's all. As I say, if anyone wants to get in touch,
Mm,
our regional email address is East England at sauk.org.uk, or obviously this podcast could be going worldwide. So, you could also use um, info@sauk.org.uk,
mm,
and they'll send us all the uh, um, emails if it's relevant to us, or to any the other regional reps.
yeah,
So, anyway, it's been great to chat,
yeah,
and
definitely.
we'll have to do more of these podcasts, I think.
Yeah, quite interesting. And
Uh,
if anybody wants us to cover anything, um, just send us some ideas. If there's anything you want to know more information about, or you want us to talk about, that would be good. good idea as well, because obviously we want to try and cover as much. But yeah, we can definitely try and do this as a
Maybe
regular.
invite a guest
Yeah,
or
we
two.
could do, yeah, because there's other regional reps as well. We could maybe do one with another regional rep from a different area. Oh, and the events we've got next week, everybody's invited. It's not just people from our region, it's all over. So yeah, if you want to join in, you're all
Yeah,
more than welcome.
our picnic in the garden is 2 till 4
Yeah,
p.m. British summer time. I don't get that
yeah,
means.
yeah.
And your event is what time?
7 o'clock till 9 o'clock, roughly. It could overrun slightly, but that's the timings I've got. I'm hoping to keep it within the 2 hours. And that's PM British time as well, yeah, because we don't know who could see this, so I think that's important. So
Yeah.
but yeah, everybody's more than welcome, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be, I think there's quite a few people interested in both events, so hopefully it'll be a success for the charity and raising awareness and some funds as well. And
Absolutely.
we've both got fundraising pages open, haven't we, as well?
Yeah.
So if anybody
Yes.
wants to,
That reminds me. I've got a short fundraising page on my Facebook now. If I get £150 by
mm,
next Wednesday or Thursday, the
yeah,
25th of June,
mm.
I will strip my underwear for the drawings.
Well, fingers crossed. I think you're about
I think
halfway.
I
I
am
can see.
actually.
Yeah,
When I last looked, yeah,
weekend coming
about
up, so
£76.
keep an eye high. And paydays are coming
Okay.
up for people, so you never know. So, but yeah, I've got
Okay.
a page as well. So if you wanted to support us in that way, yeah. Because yeah, our live modelling, I'd say, is part of our fundraiser, isn't it? Because it's
Yeah.
out of our comfort zone, I think, for both. So, but I think
Yeah.
it'll be really good, and I'll be
That's,
interested to see what the drawings are like at the end as well.
oh God, yeah. Yeah.
It'd be amazing, I
That'd
think.
be interesting. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've only stripped to my top half, at the
yeah,
Norfolk Festival. That's
mm,
the most I've done, but I haven't gone, you know, to my underwear as
no, no.
such.
So yeah, definitely be.
So, yeah,
But yeah, I'll be in my underwear, but that, because obviously they're going to be drawing our, well, in my case, scars. And obviously I do have still a little bit of a curve. It's not noticeable like now, you can't notice it, but you will be able to a little bit. So so I do have a slight curve still. So it'd be nice to sort of raise some awareness and hopefully help people feel a bit more confident about their body image. And I just think it would be really good. When you told me about it, I was like, I need to be involved in this, because it'll be good for me as well. I think it'll it'll be a good confidence boost for me, because it's such a powerful thing. And as I say, and as I say, most of the people that are diagnosed are either a child or in their teens and in your life, isn't it? I think, and you can be self-conscious anyway at that age. So I think it's important that people realise they've got nothing to be ashamed of, and they should flaunt, like if they've got scars, show them off because they're battle wounds, and if they've got a curve, and embrace it as part of you. Um, so yeah, I think we've
yeah.
covered
I
it.
mean, I was just sitting here thinking that, we said earlier about anyone could be watching this. So
Mm,
maybe, we should mention about the Scoliosis Association, you
mm,
know,
yeah,
because people be watching who don't know what on earth
yeah,
we're talking about.
mm,
Scoliosis Association UK is the UK's only patient charity that supports people scoliosis. So if you would like to know more, just go to www.sauk.org.uk, and then you'll find out all the information about scoliosis, and they have a helpline,
email
which I
address.
don't know off my head, but if you go to the website, it's
Yeah,
all there.
comfortable talking on the phone as well if you just want to send an email. And they're amazing as well at the charity, aren't they? And everybody's just
Absolutely,
lovely.
yeah. And certainly very supportive of the regional reps as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're amazing, aren't they? I mean, every
yeah,
idea that we have, they're like, yeah, go for it, aren't they? And
yeah.
every idea we've had so far, we've never been told no, you can't do that. So and they always say, if we can support you in any way, let us know. And that's always been the case. And when I joined, they welcomed me so much, and like one family, one team, isn't it? And you made me feel really welcomed as well when I joined, and when we were awarded the Isabel Gray Awards, they said about us being a dream team, didn't they? And
Yeah.
I definitely think
Yeah.
we are, and I think the awards kind of made it like stronger, that team, and it's brought a lot of us reps together as well, I think, because of more as well. And yeah, it's been amazing. And yeah, I just love my role within the charity, and just doing a small part of what they do. And as I say, I'll talk to everybody and anyone about the charity, and say all the information. And if anybody wants to know anything, I'm constantly now checking our email address. So if there's anything you want to know, you can contact, and I'll reply on there. Facebook, if you can find me. I think some people say they can find me and some can't, but obviously I think they'll be able to find me, won't they, on the SORC East Anglia.
Yeah.
So
It's
thank
find us
you.
both there,
Yeah.
or they can search for us in the search bar Facebook group, and send us a private message through that.
Yeah.
And that goes for me as well. If anyone wants to contact me to chat, then they can.
And hopefully I will see quite a few of you there at the event next week. And that's on the 27th of June.
Yeah.
And any budding artists as well for the sketching, the live drawing, although I don't know if this will go out before then, but if it does, it'd be nice to see some people. So all the information is on the SORC page, or just message us and we'll send you some information and how to get involved. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun day.
It should
Got quite
be, yeah.
be a busy
And,
day, but a fun.
Next Thursday evening will be very interesting as well.
Yeah,
Doing
definitely.
various poses and
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm looking forward
So,
to seeing all the drawings at the end, and
oh
I
yeah, me
think it'll
too.
be I think it'll be a really powerful thing.
Yeah.
And also this, I just want to mention that with a doctor on the SORC, the official. I think it's on the Facebook page, or is it on the Instagram page?
Um, I can't remember. It could well be the Facebook page, and
Yeah, I think
that will
it's
come
on.
after.
I think it's 5 o'clock
Yeah,
on the 27th, and
yeah.
that's British time. Um, so I just wanted to get that in there as well. Bit of advertising for the charity. So and yeah, that's I know it's at 5 o'clock. But so the details are all on all the events are in the events tab, and they're all there. So yeah, so it should be exciting and successful, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's me.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the chat. It's been great chatting to you, and until next time.
The one again, and we'll have to think about what else we can cover. And if anybody wants us to discuss anything or to cover anything, let us know, and we can do our best to sort of, talk about that in a future podcast or something. So yeah, really good.